Hello YouTubers, I got a question. Hopefully you guys can help me out get this tube radio going. Let me start by saying that I started getting interested in restoring some of these tube radios by watching some restorers that have posted some videos on YouTube, like Mr. Joe from Arkansas. I enjoy watching his videos, and I think he was one of the first videos I saw and that got me interested in restoring these radios. Then I did more research and I found more videos from All American 5, Mr. Banderson TV, and lately I found Mr. Carter also. So I started about maybe a year ago. I did not have any tools. I didn't have any knowledge at that point as far as how the tube radios work. I still don't know. That's why I'm making this video. So hopefully you guys can help me out. I have restored a few. What I mean by restore is replacing the caps, cleaning the chassis, restoring the cabinet, but not no troubleshooting, because I've been practicing and checking voltages here and there, and I'm stuck at this point. I almost give up. I don't want to give up. I want to continue. I want to learn. This radio right here, it's been this close of going to the trash because I cannot figure out what's going on. This is what I could find in the internet. This I got from Nostalgia Air. I could not find any more schematics or any paperwork, but based on my research, this is a Montgomery Ward 62406 model. This is what I've done so far. I replaced some capacitors, I replaced some resistors, but it turns on. I've left it on for an hour or two. Good thing it hasn't exploded yet, but it looks like what I did made it, at least it powered on. At first when I got it, it was not powered on. I think it was because of the electrolytics were bad. So I decided to replace those. But once I power it on, this is what happens. Let me show you. Okay, here we go. I just plugged it in right now. Let me power it on for you. The lights come on, which when I recapped it and cleaned the tubes, did some to the chassis, cleaned it up pretty well. This is what I get. That's exactly right. Nothing. I've been struggling with this for about 6-7 months. I've been at it for hours at a time, but nothing. The volume has, if I turn the volume up or down, it has no effect on the speaker. Now when it turns on, probably you do not hear it, but I could hear it come on, and I guess the electrolytics get charged, and then I could hear some noise on the speaker. And this is, I guess, for shortwave and AM radio. So I think this is shortwave, and I believe this is AM. I don't know if you can hear it, but let me get closer. I don't know if you can hear that sound. I go to the tuner, and it goes away, but I do not get any stations at all. Actually, all the tubes light up. Like I said, I had it for hours turned on. If you can see it, but believe me, all the tubes are on. What I did today is I double checked, triple checked, make sure all the coils had continuity, and they do. Now let me show you what the voltage that I'm getting. Okay, I'm all set up now. Just like Mr. Joe from Arkansas says, be patient. I've been very patient, but my patience is running out. So, voltages. According to the schematic, there's not many places where I can check voltage. But according to this, on 6 alpha 8G, which is the oscillator, on pin 4, I should have 85 volts. Well, let me turn the radio on first. It's power on. I got my negative hooked up to ground right here, to chassis ground. Based on Mr. Joe from Arkansas, that's what we're supposed to do. So I'm just following his directions. So now, if I look at 6 alpha 8, pin 3, let me just try to get more light in here. But according to that one's pin 1. This is pin 1, 2, 3. So I should have 85 volts. And what do I have? 170 volts. And I could hear, every time I touch it, I could hear something on the speaker. Let me double check. Actually, I made a mistake. I believe it's, let me see, I think I checked the wrong pin number. It's supposed to be pin 4, not pin 3. Pin 4. So let me try it again. Pin 4, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So pin 4, it's right there. Supposed to be having 85. I have 104. So I do have voltage there. So I don't know why I don't have any. I cannot pick up any stations. That's one. That's one place where I should be checking for voltage. The other one, it says on the output tube on pin number 4, I should have 150 volts. Okay, so let me find F6 pin 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which goes to one of the electrolytics. I'm supposed to have 150 volts. I have 169 volts. So I have power there. Now there's two places here which would, I guess it's negative voltage. So on pin 8 from 6Q7G, on pin number 8, I should have negative 2. So I find my 6Q7, which is right there. Which pin did I say? Pin 8. Let me double check, make sure. This is more difficult than I thought. This is the first time I do a video, so please forgive me if this is moving too much. Pin 8. I think it's right there. What do I have? Negative 0.9, and I should have negative 2, so I guess that's fine. Now there is another one which is supposed to have negative 3.5, and it looks like it's connected to the resistor R8 and one of the electrolytics. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's that one right there. So let me see. Okay, I'm supposed to have negative 3.5 and I have negative 3.5. So this is where I'm stuck. It looks like I have voltage where I need to have voltage. On this one, on 6 alpha 8, is where I have 5 voltage. It's supposed to have 85 volts, but I have 104, I believe. So I know it's a little bit high, but I don't know. I'm not experienced in this, but I thought I should have some kind of audio coming out of that speaker, but there is nothing. So I hope you guys can help me with some troubleshooting. See what I need to do. What do I need to test? I don't know how to test these parts right here. Those. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys call them mica capacitors. I just checked continuity on all of them, and I do have continuity on those and the ones coming from the tuner on both sides. And there's one more right here, which is, I think, for, I don't know if that's for the AM or the shortwave. I'm not sure. Also, this one's right here. I guess they're too small. I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be 0.001. I don't know if I should change them, if that's going to do any good, or what is. But again, this is what I've done so far, and I'm hoping that one of you gentlemen can please help me get this thing going again. Again, volume, right now the tube radio's on, volume up and down, nothing. What I've done is, looking at one of Mr. Joe's video, he explains how to check the volume control. So I did that, and yes, I did find some issue with this one, which I think I fixed. So my guess, I don't want to start just buying parts and replacing everything if I don't need to. But thinking about it for all the 6 months, every time I go to bed, I'm like, what did I miss? What am I missing? I try to understand it, but it's just out of my control at this time, I guess. But one of my thinkings right now is, maybe I have a bad oscillator tube. Could that be the problem? I had another one, which I believe it's good. I put it in there, same thing, nothing. So that's what I've done so far. Hopefully you guys have the time to respond and tell me what I'm doing wrong, or where to look, or what to change to get this thing going. Again, this is a Montgomery Ward model 62406.